You're having a great night? Okay. Well, I'm here to tell you guys the workability claims and the disadvantages of this policy. And as my partner stated earlier, and my opponent just stated, amending the 14th Amendment is very slim, and that is the biggest problem with this policy. An editorial titled "Born in the USA, the Flawed Case Against Birthright Citizenship" states that given the Supreme Court's past inclusive ruling on birthright citizenship, it's not impossible that the court, in light of the unprecedented volume of illegal immigration, could change its mind, but it's a long shot. Any effort to repeal birthright citizenship probably has to aim at amending the Constitution, not reinterpreting it. This is the general knock against attempting to end birthright citizenship because it would mean taking the dramatic and highly unlikely step of amending the Constitution, which requires 2/3 majority support in Congress and 3/4 support in states. So basically, it's just not realistic. It's not a realistic thing that can happen. Another workability claim is that changing the law will be very costly. Margaret Scott, immigration attorney specializing in military affairs, stated in February 2011 that changing the law will require government officials to spend money creating and running the agency to verify citizenship of parents all the time, at a time at which the government is calling for less government spending and bureaucracy because the economy is already so bad. We don't have the funds or the time to set this up to get this policy in action. Another thing is ending birthright citizenship would actually increase the number of undocumented. Peter Smuck states in Birthright of a Nation in August 13 of 2010, he says that because more than a third of undocumented parents have at least one American child, ending birthright citizenship will greatly increase the number of undocumented people in this country. Also, undocumented come to the U.S. for opportunity, not for birthright citizenship. On Economist.com, an article stated, "Go back to where you didn't come from" in August 12, 2010. It states that denying American citizenship to American-born children of illegal immigrants may have a slight dissuasive effect on illegal immigration, but the effect will be small compared to the overwhelming incentive for illegal immigration, which is the far greater economic opportunities available in the United States compared to Mexico or Central America. Birthright is a part of American tradition and inclusiveness and assimilation. Americans tend to boast too often about aspects of American society that aren't really exceptional or admirable. But the American model of immigrant assimilation is truly something to boast about. Few countries in the world assimilate immigrants as well as we do. There's no reason to tamper with a machine that works. Also, without citizenship, that generation of kids will grow without respect for laws. An article titled "A Futile Effort to Strip Birthright Citizenship" by the Denver Post editorial, done in August 13, 2010, it states that in countries like Japan, which for decades didn't recognize Korean immigrants as citizens who toiled there, children of immigrants studied with a second-class status in school and society in ways that led to significant problems. It's easy to see why. A child born into a land that refuses to accept him or recognize him for one of its own is a child without a country. And when a child's home won't even accept his right to be there, it undermines that individual's loyalty to laws and morals, obviously. And some disadvantages of this policy is that, on the contrary, limiting birthright citizenship actually would increase the number of illegal immigrants. John Fear, the legal policy analyst at the Center for Immigration Studies, stated that in 2011, 300,000 to 400,000 children are born each year to the millions of illegal immigrants already living in the United States. Under the birthright citizenship proposals, those children will contribute to the nation's undocumented population. We would see up to 400,000 illegal immigrant children added every year. And actually, most Americans don't even want this law to change. Nearly 60% of Americans oppose changing the Constitution to deny citizenship to children of illegal immigrants, according to a February 2011 poll done by the nonpartisan Pew Research Center in Washington, D.C. And if birthright citizenship did not change, immigrant population would decrease. Jennifer Van Hook, a demographer at Pennsylvania State University, stated that in 2011, she projects that the share of undocumented children in the U.S. would decrease from 2.1% of the population today to less than 1% in 2050, because the birth rate will be fueled by children born to U.S. citizen Latinos. Thank you.